Hello. So I'm gonna start going live more often. Um, right now, like usually, I'll post a video every day, but right now my camera battery charger is lost, so I have to use this laptop. And this is the only way that I can like record, go live, da da. Um, but today I wanted to talk about people pleasing and boundaries. I'm not going to be on here for that long, but I just wanted to say that you do not have to be a people pleaser to be a good person. Sometimes we get it confused. Sometimes we Okay, so I'm back. I don't even think that you're a good person for being a people pleaser. I honestly don't think that that makes you a good person. I don't want to say that it makes you a bad person. Hey, Michaela. Hey, girl. Um, but yeah, I don't think that being a people pleaser makes you a good person. I honestly think that that makes you a bad person toward yourself because you're literally sacrificing yourself. You're literally sabotaging yourself for the like and love of someone else. And whenever you betray yourself for the like and love of someone else, you will start a war within yourself. So I had wrote, as you know, if you watch my channel, you know I'm always a student of life and I'm always writing. So I'm going to just read to you what I wrote and I'm going to just get into it. And I'm not going to be on here for that long. Feel free to send the little super chat donations as well. That really helps me and that really supports me. But yeah, so let's get into it. So, yeah, you don't have to be an asshole to not be a people pleaser. You can still be a good person without being a people pleaser. Being a people pleaser feels like loving others through your own self sacrifice of how you feel, your boundaries, your well being, your peace, your happiness, or your comfort, or any of those things, etc. Even more things. It's it really feels like you sacrificing yourself and trying like for love or to love. And self-sacrifice, um you sacrificing yourself, you shouldn't have to sacrifice yourself to love somebody or for their love. Like that's not love. And sometimes we think that because we're sacrificing things that we are loving somebody or that we're going to get this appreciation, then we're just left with nothing because you are literally neglecting yourself. You're betraying yourself, which is the most important person in your life. The person who has been through every single trial and tribulation and who has stayed with you. You are the most important person in your life and you have to care that you are the most important person in your life. People pleasing is basically putting your needs, comforts, boundaries, feelings, and or well-being or wellness to the side to benefit someone else out of perceived obligation. Because a lot of times when we people please and stuff like that, it's because we feel like we have to, even though you don't have to. You don't have to sacrifice yourself for anybody. You don't have to sacrifice yourself for anybody outside of yourself. Um, if you got kids, it might be a different story. But even then, you still have to take care of yourself in order to take care of somebody else. If you are depleted, if you are drained, there's no way that you're going to be able to take care of anybody else. And I've experienced this firsthand within growing up of like just being around being around like adults in my life who were drained or who didn't have enough energy to actually pour into me, and I had to do that for myself, which was a great life lesson. But like I feel like you literally cannot pour into anybody else until you pour into yourself. Um so basically putting your needs, comforts, boundaries, feelings, or wellness and well-being to the side to benefit someone else out of perceived obligation or a false sense of love or appreciation. Because You should not have to sacrifice yourself to love or for anyone else's love, not even family, friendships, or relationships. And of course, like if it's an absolute emergency circumstance, then of course, like the circumstances will change, you know? And or like very serious circumstances, you would prioritize somebody else differently if they really need that. But even in those moments, you have to make sure you're good first. Just like when you're on a plane and they tell you if the plane starts going down, you need to make sure your mask is on before you start helping somebody else, because you trying to help somebody else when you're losing breath literally is not going to do anything for the situation. It's going to be bad for you and that person. People pleasing is not love. People pleasing is not love because it's requiring for you to have to sacrifice or betray someone, and that someone is you. And you can't just be like, well, I don't matter, da da da, because you're going to be thinking that you people pleasing and you going out of your way and bending backwards for somebody, you're going to be thinking that you're going to get this love and appreciation out of it when you're really going to be left with nothing. And you're going to be like expecting people to give you appreciation for something, love and appreciation for something that you shouldn't even have to do. And like, there was something else that I wanted to say that was just on the tip of my tongue. But you have to care about yourself. You have to care that somebody is getting betrayed and that somebody is you. You have to care more that you are getting betrayed versus somebody just not being able to get what they want, because it's going to have to sacrifice yourself. Like, and if you are in relationships where like you are only loved when you're sacrificing yourself, when you're people pleasing, when you're bending backwards for people, then you have to really like start to look at your relationships and say, this is not what is truly going to fulfill me. Love is supporting the well-being of yourself and others. And the only way that you can be present, and the only way that love can be present, is if everyone's well-being is well, not if someone has to sacrifice theirs for the team or for somebody else. Like, and a lot of times, hey, Dot Cheek, am I saying that right? Hey, I see you under my videos all the time. I appreciate you. But yeah, love is the supporting the well-being of yourself and of others. And you cannot have love be present if you are having to sacrifice yourself for the team or for someone else. And a lot of times, if you are a people pleaser, you sacrifice yourself for the team or for other people. You don't mind sacrificing yourself because you do not care, that you don't care for yourself to the extent that you should. Not saying that you don't want to care for yourself, because at the end of the day, when you're people pleasing for everybody else, you're always being left drained. You're always being left to have to deal with the consequences of you sacrificing yourself behind closed doors alone. It's not like when you are bending backwards for people that they are coming back with something of equal value. People pleasing is you literally over giving to the point to where you have nothing left, and you literally putting yourself on the line for somebody else to be okay. And then when they're okay, then they just go on about their day, go on about their way. And you are the only person who has control over that. You are the only person who has control over how much energy you are expending to others or how much energy you are consuming for yourself, conserving for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with conserving energy for yourself if that's what you need to do. You have to be okay with doing the things that are going to make you feel comforted, make you feel safe, secure, make you feel like you still have a solid foundation to stand on. Because when you just give away your foundation for somebody else to stand on, then you're just going to be drowning and nobody's going to come save you, because you are the one who is putting yourself in these situations. Yeah. So You should only sacrifice and love are not the same. There is this thing where it's like people think that sacrifice and love are the same. I feel like it's not the same, and I feel like that's a really big like limitation towards yourself and what you have to offer, because you feel like you have to sacrifice something. Really, people will love you a lot more when you stand in your authentic true nature. And if that means that you don't have enough to give to somebody and you advocate for yourself in that way and you communicate that, then people are going to love and respect you a lot more because you are giving yourself that love and respect. When you are self-sacrificing, when you are people-pleasing, you are showing people that you do not value yourself, that you don't care about yourself, that you don't um that you don't take proper inventory of your own energy, and that you don't care to take proper inventory of your own energy, that their energy and you making sure that everybody else is good is more important than you being good. And it doesn't mean that you have to just like not be there for other people, or to just completely just swing to the other side of the pendulum and just not give a fuck about people. Like, and I feel like that is a big misconception that people have, is that when like they feel like they have to enter their villain era or like their demon time and stuff like that. And caring about yourself is not being on demon time. Caring about yourself is not being a villain. Maybe people might look at it as like, people from the outside that you are used to giving all of your energy to might look at you like you are being the villain or whatever the case may be, but you should not look at yourself like you are being the villain for actually caring about yourself. Because by caring about yourself, you can actually give to people in the extent and the volume that you really want to, instead of giving them the last of you and then resenting them afterwards. Like, if you are helping somebody, if you are a people pleaser, or if you are somebody who constantly sacrifices yourself, you genuinely love to care about other people. I swung to the other side, but I felt like it was needed. And sometimes it is needed, but what I'm saying is that like the mindset as far as like you feeling like you're the villain for doing that, like I don't think that that's like a villain thing to do. Like I don't think that that's a villain thing to do when it comes to yourself, like thinking of yourself as the villain. Because like for me personally, like whenever I would have that mindset going into like me actually caring about myself, I would start feeling bad. Like I would feel like, damn, like now I'm the bad person, like now I'm this. And it's like I'm not any of that. Like I'm not a bad person because I want to take inventory for what I have and actually honor that and actually advocate for that. Like I also embrace it too. Like it's an even balance. Like I love it because it helps me set into my dark feminine, which is like you have to be okay with telling people no, and you got to be okay with that. And like it do be like a hee thing when you actually do it and you don't feel bad for it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's not a villain thing. That's just like, yeah, bitch, like yeah, I'm on my shit. Period. And that's what I have to do. Period. Like it's more so that for me, like as far as like embracing it and not being like fuck everybody, da 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 da. Sometimes it gets to that point when you don't take proper inventory. You push yourself to the point of just being like, fuck everybody, I'm not doing this, da da da. Yeah, people be entitled as fuck. Like, so that can definitely push you to that point. But I don't like being in the energy of like, fuck everybody. Like, I love people. And like, if you are a people pleaser, or like, if you really love to care about people, you love people, you love to care for people, you genuinely want people to be okay. But it's important that, we look at it as I have to be okay too, because not only is it important for them to be okay, but it's important for us to be okay too. Because when you sacrifice, like you should only be sacrificing something when it will benefit you. And again, in emergency circumstances is different. You prioritize things differently. But you should not be sacrificing anything. You should not be sacrificing yourself for anything that is not going to benefit you. Like Period. Because that is all going to come with just resentment. It's going to come with people feeling entitled to you, to your energy, to what you have to give. And it's just setting the wrong foot forward for what you actually want to have in your life. Because when you sacrifice yourself for the love, comfort, benefit, and appreciation of someone else, you will always be the one left with nothing, and always be the one left wondering, when will somebody care about you and love you to the extent that you love other people? Because a lot of times when you're a people pleaser, you just love people the way that you want to be loved. And sometimes people don't have the capacity to give that love back to you. People don't have the capacity to give everything that you are giving, to sacrifice themselves for you. People don't have the capacity to do that. And sometimes we think like, because I'm sacrificing myself for you, you are going to sacrifice yourself for me. But sacrifice is not love. Like, no one should have to sacrifice themselves. Love is about the well-being of everybody. And if what I am doing is the well-being of myself, that doesn't mean it's taken away from the well-being of you, unless it's an emergency situation and I can give that to you, you know? Yeah, like, you have to care about how you feel. You have to care about your own well-being. You have to care about your priorities, your comfort, etc. All these things, because you matter too. You have to care that you matter too, and you have to advocate for that and for yourself. And like, these are things, like, I'm always just sharing stuff that I am learning, that are just like, that I'm going through, because like, it's real. It's fucking real. And like, I've always been the type of person to where, as though I've always taken care of myself first. But like, recently, and like, for the past few years, I have really been like in a people pleasing like energy, like feeling like I have to prove myself. I have to prove the type of person I am. I have to prove that I care and all of this stuff. I don't have to prove shit to nobody, especially if it's depleting me. Like, and like, I have just went through like the phases of sacrificing myself, sacrificing my priorities, sacrificing my well-being to care for somebody else, or to be there for somebody else, or to make somebody else feel comfortable. And at the end of the day, I ended up like having like resentful feelings towards people that I actually love, because I'm sacrificing myself and because I'm not getting that same sacrifice back. And it's like, they shouldn't have to sacrifice themselves. Like, I would never want anybody to, like, if they have like priorities or a goal or something, I would never want them to sacrifice that for me. You know what I'm saying? I would never want that. And for me to be doing that for other people is just going to end up building so much resentment, because it's like, you are literally you are just trying to be over performative with the love that you have to give, when you really don't have that much love to give, because you're sacrificing it all to give to other people, you know? So like, really advocating for yourself. Like, if you have something to do, not just being like, okay, well, that can wait. My priorities can wait because I have to cater to you. Like, no, everybody is a grown adult. I don't have any fucking kids. Like, I'm not fucking married. I don't have to prioritize other people's priorities or other people's comforts just to make them feel my love. You know? Like, this doesn't mean that you have to be mean to people or never be there for others, but you're not going to be there for others and put them and their feelings and comforts and priorities above or in front of yours. So while you're giving and holding space for them, you're literally paying the price of depletion and drainage and stress and irritation, and not having time and energy for your own goals. Like, you're literally having to pay this price behind closed doors, and feeling depleted behind closed doors, and feeling drained behind closed doors, because you are just trying to care for other people because of the love and appreciation that you want to get, or that you are trying to have them like notice or whatever. Like, it's not worth it. It's not fucking worth it. It's not fucking worth it. Yeah, because people pleasing does not make love and appreciation grow. If anything, it makes resentment and draining energy grow. And I really had to understand that, because like like I can get certain things, like I can get that, like, okay, I shouldn't people please. Like we can understand that you shouldn't people please, but once you really understand like the prices that you're having to pay for these things, then you will really start to be like, okay, now it's really time for me to call all my energy back, you know? I've been feeling more selfish with my energy because I notice I'm always giving, helping, but I never get that same attention in return. I used to feel bad, but now I don't care anymore. I have to save me. Yeah, like because like you literally have to. Like you have to be okay with you have to be a no, for real. Like I am, and I love getting to the point to where I don't give a fuck anymore. To where I get to the point to where I am truly prioritizing myself, because then I can actually prioritize other people. Like I can actually love people the way that I want to love them and not feel drained afterwards and leave feeling good instead of leaving feeling empty because I just gave my whole self away and am just like putting people before me. Like nobody comes before me. Nobody comes before you in your own life. No fucking body. Nobody. Especially if you don't have kids. Like if you do not have kids, bro, like, live your best fucking life. Like, stop giving a fuck, because people people who value you and who also value themselves will not get mad at you for being selfish. They won't even look at it as being selfish. Like, they won't even look at it like that. Like if you're friends with me and you telling me like let's say we having a night out, right? We having a night out and I want to let's say it's 8 o'clock, right? And I want to go to this club or something. Like I want to go to this club or something. Then I want to go do something else. And you know that you want to go to sleep at 10:30 and wake up because you know you have priorities to do, you have goals to set or whatever. And I'm just like, come on, like have fun with me, da da da. And like you sacrifice yourself and your priorities and your sleep, your beauty rest to hang out with me. Like you're going to leave that situation feeling like you just totally like bypass yourself. Like you just totally just said fuck yourself and just did what I wanted you to do. I never want my friends to feel like that. I'm the type of friend to be like, oh girl, you got goals, you want to do that, like bye, I love you, like have the best amazing day ever, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and people who are like, no, but like why, and like they're like they don't understand. You have to realize that like you have to be okay with the fact that some things that the way that you live your life is different from other people, and the way that you prioritize certain things are different, and you have to be okay with that and stand on that shit and honor that, because these are the things that even make people like you in the first place. Like the fuck, it's not selfish to care about yourself. That's not fucking selfish. That's not selfish to care about yourself. But like sometimes you really do have to call all of your energy back and not give any energy to anybody until you feel like you are prioritized to the point to where you can go out and not deplete yourself, and not put yourself in situations that deplete yourself. And like we do this a lot with people that we love. Like we can sometimes put ourselves in situations that make us people please or make us self-sabotage, make us self-sacrifice. And it's like just don't put yourself in those situations. Like how do you deal with this stuff is you just don't. Like and every time I like get to this point to where it's like how should I deal with this? And it's just like just fucking don't put yourself in those fucking situations. I really feel like I'm tapping back into my inner child. I'm tapping back into high school me, middle school me, because I was on my P's and Q's and I wasn't thinking about no boys. I wasn't thinking about no extra shit. I wasn't thinking about no drama. Like that's not the type of person I was in high school. Like I was very, very mature. I've always been very, very mature. And I feel like once I actually got out on my own and was able to um like make my own decisions. Like I moved to LA when I was 17, and like once I was just like, okay, bitch, I have free will. Like I started to put myself in situations that showed me that I am who I am for a fucking reason. And bitch, don't put yourself in situations where you are sacrificing yourself, because you don't have to fucking do that. I've never been in that space before, so I'm so grateful that you are in that space now, because once you get in that space, oh my gosh, like you just literally light up. Like your life force energy starts to get fueled again. You start to get back into your creative flow. You start to have those passionate ideas because it's not constantly being outsourced somewhere else, you know? So yeah. Yes, people pleasing. I'm also reading for my book if you didn't know. But yeah, so people pleasing doesn't make the love and appreciation energy grow. It makes the resentful and draining energy grow. So stop confusing people pleasing and self-sacrifice with love. Like, oh my gosh, it's so many people that do this. It's so many people that are like, no, like people do this to me, bro. And I'm like, no, sometimes I accept it because like sometimes I accept it because it's like they just be insisting to people please, you know? But yeah, it's not the same thing as love. And real love is taking care of your well-being and allowing that to reflect and pour on to others. Not acting like your well-being does not exist, or acting like you're an endless supply of help and energy, because people will definitely take advantage of that. Like once people find out that you're a people pleaser, people will take advantage of that. People will be like, oh, you gonna do all this for me? Like, bet. That's why it's like, even for me, like I accept it sometimes. I accept when people want to people please towards me, because it's like you are putting yourself on the line. You are putting yourself there. And I can't stop you from doing that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you have to understand what it is that you need. You have to take proper inventory of your energy and be okay with advocating for yourself, and be okay with saying, hey, I have priorities and goals too, and these matter above yours. Like they matter before yours, and then I can give to you. And be okay with that, because people who really love you and appreciate you and who love your energy are going to encourage you to do that, encourage you to take that time for yourself, encourage you to not put yourself on the line. And yeah, so that is what I wanted to say for this live. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for talking to me. I'm gonna definitely be going live more often. I just got monetized to have the little super chats where you guys can donate. So if you guys want to donate, if you guys feel like you want to support me more anyway, please do. Like that will really, really help me out, especially because I'm an entrepreneur. I just have to like I am really on this journey of entrepreneurship and on this journey of building myself and building my income in a way that is truly in alignment to me, truly passionate to me, truly helping others and helping the community. Like I'm so passionate about this. So if you see the super chat and you want to donate, go ahead and donate, because that'll help me out a lot. But yes, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.